Hey team, Coach Mark here. I wanted to show you a short tutorial on the player side and the fan side of the app that I built for you guys so we can better coach you and we can keep our community informed. I'm going to actually do the demo site, which is identical to our site that I built. This team's called, fictitious team is the Sand Sharks. First thing I want to bring your attention to is the Sand Shark fan page. This is where your parents, fans, press, no login required, they can go. And if they click this, they can see right up front, there's a game in progress and they can see a little blinky light on the live one, and they're playing the rival Rays there, and they can see court one who's playing, and they actually already got a win on the match, and then Ava and Lily got a loss on their match, and then Sophie, court 3 and 4 actually live, and you can see that with the yellow there, and that is scoring. So if you're scoring and you're hitting the plus and minus things, or really plus signs, but if you mess up, you can do a minus. That every 30 seconds, this page updates. So everybody sitting on the hill there who can't see the numbers of the scores can actually follow along with the game a lot better. If your parents are at work and they want to check in on how the game is going, they can check in on you. But it's all incumbent on you having your phone by the court and doing the live scoring. Then it also shows your season results, and then it'll also show the roster of the players and their numbers. So that's the fan page, the press page, the parents page, whatever you want to call it. Then there's the coach page where we go have a lot of detail on all you players so we can coach you better. So what you care about is the players. So let's see here. Let's pick Aria, and the password you can see up the top here is Shark Pride. Your standard password is Pride 2026, and you can change that at the bottom of the screen. So you're going to see has her name, has her number. There's 4 tabs right here that you're going to see: My Stats, Live Score Entry, Scouts, and My Matches. All these are extremely important. My Stats. So you'll see what your matches, won and loss are. This is your personal, not the team's. You will see your sets, won and loss, and then what your plus minus is on the season. This is fictitious data, so obviously those numbers don't make any sense. And then if you're keeping score, and you can convince your friend who's keeping score to do so, they can also keep your season, your sets, kills, aces, blocks, digs, and errors. I'll show you how to do that in the live scoring entry, but that is totally optional. Also, in this section, you can choose a goal. You can choose you want to move up to a court. You have college goals, and basically if you pick any of these things, as we get more data on you, that we're going to be able to give you better feedback. And also I've put in there basically all the stats of D1 college girl players, D2 college players, and things like that. So there's really no guesswork. It'll tell you like, hey, you need to increase your vertical by 3 inches to be considered a D2 player or something like that. Here you'll see a section that says Coach's Notes, where we can communicate with you on your goals or just a game. And then this is just kind of fun that you can see just different stats, your kills, and it also on the right hand side shows you out of the 16 players where you rank on the team. It doesn't say who's where, just you relative to everyone else. Like your star drill, this person did it in 34 seconds. She's really slow like me, and she's ninth out of this team. So this team is super slow. Skills, that's the 10 skills that we do. And the more that we do this, the more these numbers will move and the more accurate that they will be. And then you can just see really quick thing on your still. Then every time we do a star drill, you can see if you are improving or stagnant, and it gives you a little graph on your bests. And then you can see your vertical, your standing reach, your blunt jump, your approach jump. So if you don't have any numbers, it just means that I haven't recorded it. And then it shows like your next dual assignment. This team is playing Riverside, and this will show your court assignment. It'll say, hey, you're court 5, and it's you and Grace, or you and Lizzie, or whoever you're playing with. And then it'll have matches that have already, or duels that have already happened, and then the future schedule. Then I'll have that area standings, and in the demo we're in 5th right now, which obviously is all fictitious data. And then this is a cool thing, email notification. So if you want, you can pick, hey, when coach puts out my court or pair assignment is posted, I want to be emailed. So you don't have to like check the app every time. Or if your AI trading plan has been approved by us, or coach added a note about you or something like that. So you can pick that, and then you can also change your password. Okay, going back up to the top, the live score entry. This will be really easy. So when you are reffing or keeping score, you can just hit the plus and minus sign. It'll say, oh, no, they didn't score that point. So you can go back down and go like this. So every 30 seconds, it will update the fans on where the score is. And then on your side, I built in the extra thing where it says optional down here, and you can just the same kind of interface that you can record aces and kills and things like that. And then once the game is done, all you have to do is save set to court 1, and then it automatically goes to set 2. Obviously it'd be 21 to something, everybody's courts assignments and scoring is there. So if you happen to be scoring and judging Ava and Lily, that you would be doing their score there. And that keeps all the fans up to date, and it keeps a great record of what's going on. This is my favorite feature that I hope that you use, and it's the scouting. And for some reason, it is not showing up. But basically what it shows on your site is basically the pairs that you played against. And it gives you lots of different options that you can click about them as a pair and write some notes about it. And then a little bit farther down, it'll give you the option on an individual player. So say player 21 who we played against doesn't have their sand legs, and if you keep her moving, she is going to get tired and make lots of mistakes, which is really helpful when we replay teams and just having a scouting report on them. And if you do that, that would be great. And then my matches, this just shows you your results of who you played with. So you played with Emma versus Sandbar Prep, with Grace versus Coral Ridge, and things like that. Obviously, it will be the schools that we're actually playing and stuff like that. And then when we're playing each other, just queen matches for fun, and if we do any scrimmages and any more scrimmages or things like that. So that's basically the app and how you use it. So my stats, live score entries, scouting, and my matches. And this will really help you develop as a player and see how you are improving, and it'll help us know your goals and help you reach your goals. And it'll also help your parents and your friends and the press who are following you guys and want to know how you are doing. So hopefully that was helpful and you enjoyed it, and hopefully you will use the app and we can better coach you. So we'll see you guys out there in the sand. Talk to you later.